Perfect, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to make Gogo Mkrasita's cupcakes. Guys, these are the best. Actually no, not cupcakes. I'm going to use that batter to make muffins, because you can actually use that same batter to make muffins or cupcakes or an actual cake. It's so good, oh my word. Literally when I'm making chocolate, all I have to add is some cocoa powder and a bit of coffee, and it's so dank. It's the best out there. Unfortunately, this is a family recipe. I have, however, given it to a few of you, so I guess your family. Shall I put it in the description bar below? I'll think about it. I'll see how I'm feeling by the time I upload this. But anyway, feel free to ask for it if I forget to add it there. Anywho, let's get started. Family holidays for me growing up were actually just the best. We literally used to travel together with the fam bam, and I have to say my absolute faves were the times that would go back home to Kwekwe and just spend Christmas and New Year's with Gogo and Sekuru. Guys, when I tell you my Gogo, she's the best. Actually, all my Gogos are just phenomenal women. When I grew up, I really wanted to be like y'all, plus my mommy. I'm using brown sugar today with my butter. I just wanted to say how times have changed. Like now we all have our mixers and we are so lazy, but I just want to say my Gogo used to make batches and batches of those. Sometimes we'd actually get home and she would have already made, like, guys, you know those big Tupperwares full of muffins, full of cakes. Ah man, I love my granny so much. Like, they just feed you, and that's I love language. I love that. I actually feel like I adopted that from them, because now when I think about it, the people that I truly love, it's either I bake for you or I cook for you. Like, that's just how I show my love to you, because growing up, that's what I used to see. Like, I'll taste the love, I'll feel the love in my grandma's cooking, and yeah, I'm just so appreciative. I beat distillate creams. First of all, I'm using a spoon, so that will just not work. I don't think I'll beat distillate creams. I'll just go ahead and do some cheat codes. That obviously means the recipe is not going to be as great as Gogo's, and that's okay. I'm going to need half a cup of Marge and 1 cup. I actually use 3/4 cup because I feel like 1 cup is a bit too sweet. 1 cup of sugar, and then you're gonna eat. What English is that? You're going to add 3 or 4 eggs. I find that 2 large ones are also okay, but if you're feeling frisky like Eames, just go ahead. When you've beaten your sugar, your sugar and your Marge, and it's creamy, you add your eggs gradually. That means 1 at a time, mix a bit, and then add the other one, and so on and so forth. I was thinking I wanted to do like this thing where I just have specific topics for every single week, and then I post where I'll be talking about different things. Like, I'll have different topics, right, or different subjects. You guys can also feel free to tell me which subject you want me to touch on, and I just wanted to do like those cute little sit-down videos, since I'm such a homebody these days, and I thought that would be great. Hey, like, it's content, we get to catch up and you get to chat. I have a lot to say. Like, if you allow me, I will speak and speak and speak. I was listening to Kendrick's album, and most of the people commenting were saying, this is really great, because, you know, this has really helped a lot of people to talk about like childhood trauma, and, you know, just to embrace everything and to just think about everything and to start growing. And I feel like that's really great. Now we're going to add a cup of milk. I was just thinking to myself, how that's really great that we're having these conversations nowadays, guys. Like, mental health is actually really important, especially us as Africans. I kind of feel like back then it was considered to be taboo, you know, like, you're talking about this depression, we are not paying, you know, things like that. Like, maybe someone not paying, it's just, you know, they just need that extra love, a place where they feel safe to talk about stuff. And yeah, you know, I don't know, I just yeah, some of these conversations are going to be a bit uncomfortable, but that's just what it is, guys. Getting out of our comfort zones as of now. Like, let's talk about these things. And I used to like harbor a lot of anger. Like, I'm speaking from my own personal point of view. And yeah, I actually kind of like Kendrick's album because there's some songs that I'm like, oh damn, this is really speaking to me, you know, because I'll be like, I can relate so much to this song. It's just so wild, man. Moment where I was like, let's start healing. We don't want to, you know, allow this anger to seep into your relationships with your mom, with your husband, with your brother, with your friends, with your children one day. So let's start working on ourselves. Let's, you know, start healing. And I sat down and I was like, you know what? Everybody was just doing the best they can at that time with what they had, and I'm really appreciative. Like my childhood, there was a time I was so depressed. Like I remember 2015 was the time I was like, damn, I'm really going through it. And most of my memories were wiped away, but my childhood, no, not many of them. Like I remember so much because I was so happy. Genuinely, like I had the best childhood out there, and I'm just really grateful. Now that I'm away from like home and family and stuff, that's why I'm like realizing their value a lot. Again, this is not my first time being away from home. I was in uni in Russia alone. I went to Qatar, and then now I'm here in SA with my hubby. But yeah, as you can see, those were different stages in my life. I was experiencing different things. In uni, that was my first time being alone. In Qatar, first time, no, not really first time, but like first time being away from home, earning my own money. You're learning new things right there by doing that. And then now you're married. This is a different dynamic. Like, it's just been a roller coaster. Like, life is just a learning process, guys. Take it easy. And yeah, I believe that I've spoken about 500 things. Do they make sense? To me, they do. I hope they resonate with someone and we can have these conversations and you keep getting deeper and deeper as you go. You know, that would be great. I think I want to add my vanilla essence. I just go with the flow with my vanilla essence. I stop when the ancestors tell me to, but I think today I'm just going to do 1 tablespoon for control. Because with the pancakes, I really went in. I think I used half of this, which is a span. I think that was like 2.5 tablespoons. So I think today we'll just do 1 tablespoon, which will be good. I drank so much water today. Like, I feel like winter has already started these ends. And when it's cold, I use the restroom a lot more. And that's what's been happening today. So I'm scared to like continue drinking water. Because you don't want to drown your insides, baby. Yes, you want to stay hydrated and all, but yeah, it's all about control. Gogo's muffins and cakes always used to have this vibrant yellow color, and I never can achieve that when I'm baking. Probably because I don't have enough patience to allow my butter to cream. But I think next time I will do it. But for today, I'll use the cheat code. I'm going to use this electric yellow food coloring, just a drop, because we don't want to do too much. Let's mix that. I hope this is going to be dank. I've got this love and hate relationship with baking vanilla flavored things. Vanilla is more of mommy's favorite flavor when it comes to things. I'm more of a chocolatey hand. So whenever I used to bake and I'll be like, chocolate, mom will be like, Tanti, let's switch it up, let's put vanilla. And then when I do vanilla, I don't know what used to happen. Maybe it was in my head. It would flop. Like whatever I was baking that day, unless it was cake. But if it was muffins, they would just flop. And then I just said to myself, hang on, maybe it's how I went into this feeling. Like I told myself already, you know what, I don't like vanilla. I went into that with that negative energy already. So maybe that is why it was flopping. But you make other things. You make my fat cook. You made fat cooks. That's vanilla flavor. I'm sorry. Okay, is it really? For the first time, it was all right. You know, you make cakes. Those turn out great. They don't have the funny dome. They're just flat and fluffy and spongy. So why is it so different when you're making muffins or cupcakes now? Like, just go into things with a positive mindset. Because I feel like the energy you put in is the energy you get back. Yeah, that's just been my vibe. And honestly, guys, I also wanted to add that, can we just normalize doing those digital, what are they called? Visual boards, vision boards. Is that it? Yeah. I made one for the first time this year. Usually I don't have like goals because I feel like Yeah, we go into it so excited, talking about it for like the last week of December, going into Jan. And then do we really follow through? Yeah, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to go to the gym. But most of the times, guys, let's be honest with ourselves here. Yeah, we have to start being honest as well with ourselves, because who are you deceiving? Yourself. Let me just give it a go this time, because at least now it will just be my wallpaper or something, right? And I kid you not, everything that I put within like the first 2 weeks of January, it had already started going into motion. I don't know if it was the fact that, you know, I was looking at this every single day, and in my mind was putting it out there, because I remember I told you about one of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich by Dr. Napoleon Hill. There was a time where he said there's a thing called auto-suggestion, like whatever you put in your brain, whatever you think about, whether it's bad thoughts, you're putting that out into the universe. And he said, you know what, I'm not trying to teach you about religion or anything, but think about it this way. When you're praying, and then the first thing that you pray about is, God, protect me from this. Okay, you should pray for protection. Or you put your fears out first without being thankful, without being grateful for all the things that God is doing, without telling him like, yo, God, I'm ready for that new job. I'm ready for that new relationship. I'm ready for my new car. You're putting your fears first. Oh, Lord, please help me get the car. Change the words, auto-suggestion, like change how you think, how you're doing things, and everything will just come to you naturally. And I feel like because I was doing that, practicing that, thinking good thoughts first and less of the negativity, everything was just flowing. And I just wanted to share that with you all. We're changing things, we're changing our lives around now, and I love that for us. After you've added your 2 cups of flour, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Yay! Bake at 200 degrees. You've already preheated your oven, I presume. At 200 degrees, or if you want 175 is also okay, but no lower than that. You bake them for about 15 minutes. From the time it clocks 12 minutes, you can already smell it, so I like to start checking on them to make sure that everything's okay. Please do not overmix, because your baking powder will just start releasing those air bubbles that we need for fluffiness in our muffins. So yeah, try not to overmix. So what happened was, I was so excited about starting this video, and I accidentally put the temperature on like 220 and I only realized that, imagine, through the preheating and the chatting and also baking 5 minutes on top of that. So let's just hope for the best. I mean, what could go wrong? Let's just continue from this point. I've reduced it to like 175 degrees. I just felt like I had to share that, since, you know, we're kind of baking together. Always check, guys. It's important to always make sure. Not my best work, but I'm still gonna chow, honey. They look like little UFOs. Let me show you the smallest one. Look at that. But anyway, I did a taste test with one already. It tastes milky and less vanilla. It's giving frittata. It's not giving cupcake or muffin. But I'm still gonna enjoy it regardless. Anyways, child, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if y'all are down with the whole us talking about our thoughts and unpacking a few things. That'd be like a series, basically. I think it's a great one. I think we're gonna go for it. You guys can drop any topics down below that you'd like us to discuss. I'm down. I'm so excited. It's gonna be uncomfortable at times, but these conversations need to be had, and this is a safe space. I remember when I was in grade school, one of the teachers would be like, when we're doing like compositions and stuff, start from point A, go to point B, C, D, etc. Not to be like A, P, D, L. But I'm like, that's just how I'm living. Like, that's just how my mind is, you know. Like, once I start talking, ideas just start to flow. And yeah, I like that about myself. Like, I've decided to turn that into a power. And yeah, I feel it's great and it helps some people. And if it makes people smile, then why not? Anywho, I'm gonna go and enjoy these with Mike now. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Guys, winter literally started, I feel, 2 months back. It's been so cold, and the rains are so cold. Like, they bring this strong wind with them. It's just been a span. But anyway, keep warm, take care of your loved ones, take care of yourself, and your mental health. Bye.